Throughout my life, I've placed a high value on a sense of belonging because this feeling of belonging has often eluded me. I can probably count on one hand the number of situations in which I truly felt I belonged. Toastmasters is one of those situations. From the first minute I walked into Colville Toastmasters more than 5 years ago, I knew I was meant to be here. And that's the beauty of the Toastmasters program, that you can probably walk into just about any club anywhere in the world and you will experience that sense of belonging. 6 months ago at our fall conference, our keynote speaker, Barbara Kazam, shared these words from author Brené Brown. A deep sense of love and belonging is an irreducible need of all people. We are biologically, cognitively, physically, and spiritually wired to belong. When that need is not met, we do not function as we were meant to. Now, we probably all recognize the importance of a feeling of belonging. Linda suggested that we not ask questions that make people feel like they don't belong. But did you know that this sense of belonging is also critical to the learning we experience in Toastmasters and elsewhere? Education thought leader Annie Murphy-Paul recently wrote, "Research shows that a sense of belonging is essential for learning. Mental resources devoted to monitoring one's environment for cues of rejection or fending off suspicions that one doesn't belong are mental resources that can't be allocated to understanding and remembering." And that's why the Toastmasters program works so well, because we know we will not experience a sense of rejection or the feeling that we don't belong. Toastmasters is truly a place to belong. My friends and guests, my vision for the upcoming Toastmasters year is that every club in District 9 will excel in generating a sense of belonging in its members. And just how does a club generate a sense of belonging? I recall my first visit to Claire's Clan, some of whose members are cloistered nuns living in a Spokane convent. I walked into a cozy meeting room full of comfy overstuffed chairs and a fire blazing in the fireplace. During the speech I gave that evening, Sister Rita Louise absolutely beamed at me, boosting my confidence. 2 years later, when I returned to the club, Sister Rita Louise remembered that I had spoken about swimming, and she asked me how it was going. Claire's Clan created in me a sense of belonging through a warm, friendly, encouraging environment. Other clubs do it through humor. Some clubs do it through community outreach. Spokane Falls Toastmasters, for example, invites sign language students into the club to practice their craft and stutterers to work on that impediment. My home club offers a family feel. Most clubs, I'm convinced, do provide this sense of belonging. If you have any questions about your club, ask your members. If they're not feeling it, fix whatever's standing in the way of that sense of belonging. And here's what you can expect from your 2016-2017 district leadership in your quest to create that sense of belonging in your club. Number 1, unstinting service to members. When I think of outstanding service in District 9, I think about the incredible dedication of our prison club volunteers. I think about Brenda Pangborn, who annually devotes her own funds and time to putting together our District Hall of Fame book. So many examples of service and sacrifice in District 9. Our recognition that the individual member is the most important person in Toastmasters drives our unwavering commitment to service. Number 2, relentless communication. Over the last 4 years, the vast majority of emails that have gone out district-wide have come from my email address. Some members probably consider me the most annoying pest ever, but I would much rather be disparaged than fail to communicate important information that members need to have the best possible Toastmasters experience. And number 3, promising pathways to leadership. District 9 is tied for the 4th smallest district in the world, and as such does not have a strong team culture. But we are out to demonstrate that leading teams in District 9 is one of the most life-changing, rewarding, glorious commitments you can possibly make. I want everyone to have the opportunity to experience a wonderful leadership journey like the one I've been on. Winston Churchill said, great leaders are not the ones who have the most followers, but the ones who create the most leaders. So I hereby tonight set that standard for myself, that I will consider myself a success in this position if I can create new leaders. Friends, I am beyond grateful to you for entrusting the leadership of District 9 to me and our team for the upcoming Toastmasters year, thereby boosting our sense of belonging. And I pledge to you the support of your district leaders in your quest to create a sense of belonging in your clubs and experience a Toastmasters sense of belonging for yourself. Madam Toastmaster.